So, sorry, my eyes are a little watery. I just put some eye drops in here. But I want to talk about some stuff. I want to talk about it today. So, yeah. I want to talk about why I expose things. Because, you know, I expose stuff. And if there was no one bothering me or no one harassing me on a daily basis, there would be no need to expose anything. So, yes, this is why I expose it. Now, when a person needs help, what do? When a loved one is sick, when a loved one is mentally distressed or emotionally messed up to the point they're now a hindrance to themselves, they're suffering themselves, they're sick and they're ill, and they cannot get help for themselves because they're messed up. We understand they're messed up. They can't, sometimes loved ones can't help them. They can't get help on their own, so they need someone to intervene. And when the parents and the relatives and everyone around them knows that they're sick and they continue to cover it up, the person cannot get their help. And so the situation I'm going through, a person has been very sick, okay? And I tried to help that person. I tried to pray for that person, but the person's beyond what I can do for them because they will not go for it and get the help that they need. And so they're stuck. And so the family is supposed to intervene and get them their help they need. But what they've tried to do is disguise the sickness by putting the burdens off on me, using sorcery and witchcraft and putting the burdens off on me. And guess I'm talking about it, okay? I'm talking about it because every day I have to deal with this person trying to jump inside of my body and attach themselves to my soul every day. And when I get on this camera, they try to run to try and cover it up. I am tired of being antagonized by it. I have tried, and then I'm not going to carry that burden. I already told you I'm not going to carry the burden. I'm not responsible for what is wrong. I have empathy to help a person. That's why I tried to pray for them. But when you know a person is mentally ill and they're messed up, you're supposed to give them their help. And if the family does not give them the help and they're accountable for it, then the authorities or whoever is supposed to step in and do what they need to do about it, especially when you know what's going on. And see, a lot of times families will know that their family members are sick and they will not get them the help they need, maybe because they have something to do with it. Maybe they're afraid of it being exposed and coming out, the truth of why that person is messed up. Maybe they don't want anyone to know. Maybe they're trying to cover it up. Maybe they're ashamed. A lot of people deal with pride. They don't want to admit that there's something wrong with their family members. Okay? But here's the thing. God is a healer. He's a healer. He is someone who can heal us. Okay? Whether you accept your healing from the world, a lot of you want to go to therapy, you want to get your medication, that's okay if you choose that way. But then those of us who choose to go to God and have our trust in him, who's a healer, we can go to Jesus Christ because he can give us something that the world can't. See, when the world heals you, you have to keep getting therapy, you have to keep paying for it, you have to keep taking medication. But God can heal you to the point where you don't need none of that stuff. It can heal you to the point where it's a miraculous change, to the point where you don't have to take medication anymore. He can heal you to the point where it says he's the healer. He created the body. A lot of you don't understand that you don't want to go to someone who created your body, who created your brain, who created your emotions and everything else. See, I can talk about all this stuff because a long time ago, I don't experience it anymore. But many years ago, I faced problems because of things that happened in my own childhood and because of other burdens people were passed on me, because of a lot of things. People are sick for many reasons. Many people are sick maybe because of child abuse. Maybe you're sick because of, trauma, past things that you've undergone. And, there's many reasons why people are sick. Maybe it was hereditary. Maybe it was something passed down. Then there's some people who are filled with demonic spirits because of sin, because of generational curses that are on you. So when you go to Jesus Christ, you can receive complete deliverance and healing, but you have to believe that he is a healer. You have to believe that he is a deliverer. There are many instances in the Bible where people had faith and they went to God and they received healing. They had a miraculous change, a turnaround where they did not have to continue to go to the hospital and get medication. That's okay. I'm not, saying that there's something wrong with that. I'm not against hospitals and medication. But what I do know is God is our healer. Jesus Christ is our healer. He created everything. He knows the body more than man. Okay. There's things that modern medicine is great. Modern medicine has been advanced, but there's some things that modern medicine cannot do. And there's a lot of things where people are oppressed because of sicknesses and burdens on them. And if you don't want to go to Jesus Christ, how are you going to receive your healing? You can go to the hospital, you can go to a therapist, you continue to have therapy, you continue to take medicine. But a lot of times this stuff is just, it's subduing you. It's subduing the problem. It's subduing the demons that are inside of you. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a sore. Okay, but the problem is still there. There's an underlying root that's still there that has not been taken care of. And so I get on here because, see, I'm a human being myself, and I'm not going to keep taking harassment, because I am going to God. Believe me that I'm going to God, because you're accountable when your loved one is sick and you're letting your loved one suffer. You're letting your loved one suffer, and you're letting your loved one harass other people. Meaning other people cannot sit in peace. When I get to the point where I'm in my home, I'm not sensitive, okay? I have a right to sit in my house and be free of harassment, just like you would want to sit in your home and be free of harassment. If I was jumping inside of you, and every day you wake up and you see me sitting inside of you, or you see me altering your features or harassing you and messing with you every day, coming in and out of your house, doing things, using sorcery to cast my burdens upon you because I'm sick, you wouldn't deal with that either, okay? So this is what I'm talking about. I talk about things because I need to address it, because the problem has not been addressed. It's still going on. And when I'm being antagonized every day, yes, I am being antagonized every day. See, I don't want to get on here and put up this camera. There's a lot of days I wake up and say, I'm not going to make a video. I don't want to be bothered with it. But when I'm sitting in my house, minding my business, and someone keeps jumping in and out of me, I pray for you. I know you need help, but it gets to the point where it's like, someone needs to intervene, okay? Because I can't do anything for you if you won't go to God yourself. Okay, I know there's some people have been so traumatized that they have a hard time accepting who they are because of past things that have happened to them. But you cannot receive healing and deliverance unless you go to God. If you want to do that, then you probably need to be sedated somewhere. That's just the thing. And as family, we love our loved ones, but you're not helping them when you're pretending that the problem does not exist. Now, I want to talk about my son. My son, yeah, he's not here. They took him out of the home. They said something was wrong with him. Now, if you can come and take my kid out of the home, force him on medication, where are you for all these other people who need help? And see, this is the thing with the kingdom of darkness. A lot of you are targeting certain people. You're targeting God's children, and you're taking them out of their homes, locking them up, putting them in jail, putting them in mental health facilities, locking them up. But the people who truly need help, you're letting them go, and you're covering it up, and you're hiding it with sorcery. But these people are not getting the help, and they're harassing other people. They're causing problems. You think God is going to be allowing this to keep going on? You think he's happy and pleased with what you're doing? No, he's not. And so, like I said, he's going to be holding those accountable, because see, not only the family is not getting the help and they're letting these people suffer, but you caused the problems. Many of you have caused these problems. These people are messed up because you've allowed things to happen to them, and you don't want people to know about it. And that's another reason why you're trying to pretend that there's nothing wrong, but you're not helping the problem. People are starting to see what's going on. You can't keep disguising. And believe me, I'm not going to shut my mouth up about it when you're harassing me every day, when you're messing with me and targeting me every single day, jumping in and out of me. I can't sit here one day, and be in peace. I know people are hurting and they're crying out, and this is why they're probably coming to me, but I can't help you if you don't go to God yourself. That's the thing. I'm not a miracle worker or a magician or anything like that. The only thing I can do is pray for a human being. But when you have sins and curses on you, and you have demons inside of you, and you have not forgiven and given your life over to God, or you have not taken the initiative and the steps that are needed to go get the help you need yourself, and you won't admit that there's something wrong, or maybe you don't know that there's something wrong, but someone else is supposed to be overseeing you and getting that help for you if you cannot get it for yourself. That's the thing. And so, like I said before, I'm making this video because I'm a bit tired of dealing with it every day. But I am letting you know that those who are responsible, because see, I've made numerous videos on here, and I've talked about the people who continue to harass me on a daily basis, who are sick. Those of you in the kingdom of darkness, you know what's going on. If you can monitor me and look at all my videos, and you can sit here, like I said, and you can have my kids taken out of this house, or label me with something and force me out of this house, you can do things about these people. You're just choosing not to. You're choosing to allow them to continue to cover it up. And this is another thing, that you're allowing these things to happen to children of God, because you allow the children of God to be mistreated and attacked and abused. And that is another thing God's going to get on you about, because you're not protecting all of the citizens. You're being unjust by allowing these people to go around without getting the help that they need, instead of doing what you need to do about them. So I'm just letting you know that I'm going to be going to God, because I'm not going to continue to be targeted every single day and being harassed and assaulted and mistreated every day, have my rights infringed upon every single day.